Hi everybody. Just did legs in the gym today for those that are interested. I want to start off today's video with a question, and the question is a simple one. If you're standing on a corner somewhere and a complete stranger comes up to you and says, I've seen the future, and if you don't move from this corner in the next 30 seconds, an out of control vehicle is going to come around the corner and ride you over, would you move? That's the question I generally start off my presentations with when I'm talking to groups of people about lifestyle change. And when I initially ask that question, pretty much half the room, sometimes 3/4 of the room, will put up their hands and say, yeah, we'll move. But then I rephrase the question slightly and I say, well, what if that corner that you're standing on is a prime corner for something that you really want to see? So there's about to be a royal procession come around that corner, or your favorite celebrities about to come walking down the red carpet, or maybe you're at a racetrack and it's the best corner to be standing at to watch the racing cars or the classic cars or whatever it is that you're into come past. Now this complete stranger comes up to you and says, there's this bus or the vehicle coming around the corner, it's going to be out of control, and if you don't move it's going to ride you over. Now would you move? And I ask the question that way, very few hands, if any, go up. Why? Because there's a huge level of distrust. People are thinking, hang on a second, why is this stranger telling me to move? I've got this prime spot. Chances are he wants me to move so he can steal my spot, so I'm not going anywhere. So then I asked my attendees, the people in the group, I said to them, well, what would I need to do to be able to convince you to move? What would I need to be able to do for you to believe me that this out of control vehicle was going to come along and you'd need to move? And the general answer is, offer some proof. Give me some categoric proof that you've generally got my best interest at heart and that I need to move. And that's what I do when I come and talk to groups of people. That's the whole point of the lifestyle presentation that I do to business teams, groups, sports teams, etc. is I offer proof that unless you make a lifestyle change, then this metaphoric out of control vehicle is going to come and get you. And this metaphoric out of control vehicle is type 2 diabetes, CVD, cardiovascular disease. In fact, there was a statement, I think, on the BBC News last night, if I remember correctly. It was last night or the night before, which pretty much just confirmed something that I think I've spoken about before and said before, and that is that the majority of cancer mortalities in the UK are from cancers that are lifestyle based. Just a caveat there, not all cancers are lifestyle based, but there is an increase in the number of people who are dying and becoming severely ill from lifestyle based cancers. So that's kind of the whole point of the presentations that I do, is to turn around to people and say, it's tempting to stay in that corner. It's a corner that you really want to be on. It's a corner, let's face it, eating, takeaway foods, fast foods continuously, having lots of sugary things is pleasant. We know that. Food companies spend huge amounts of money on research to find the bliss point, as they call it, for the processed foods that they offer, to make it addictive, for want of a better word, to make it highly palatable and enjoyable. So giving that sort of thing up is difficult. But if the right proof is offered, people will make lifestyle choices, particularly, or positive lifestyle choices, particularly if you get told, well, you need to step away from that corner, but you can still go back every now and then. So one of the things I do talk about quite a lot when I talk to people about lifestyle changes, positive lifestyle change isn't about being boring and giving up everything. It's about making positive changes for 80% of your life and still having the other 20%, still having the enjoyable things, just proportionately to be able to do that. So one of the things that's quite interesting is when I was at my heaviest, when I was about 38, 39 years old, when I was obese, highly overweight, I didn't do a physiology body age this measurement, because obviously I was not really concerned at that point about my lifestyle. But I would have thought that if I had looked at my metabolic age when I was 38, 39, it probably would have told me that I was the equivalent of a 65-year-old, possibly more. I'm now 52 years old, and I stood on the impedance scale at the gym this morning. Now I know these things aren't 100% accurate, but just to give you a guideline, and it came back to me and it told me that my metabolic age, or my physiological age, was 35, 36. So basically over the last 12, 14 years, I've got younger. From a physiological point of view, I've extended my lifespan. I've decreased the way my body responds, and I'm now, they say, effectively from a physiological point of view, the equivalent of 12, 13 years younger. Now I know that's not 100% accurate, and you know, you need to take these things sort of proportionally and put them into perspective. However, the bottom line is the positive lifestyle change that I made 12, 14 years ago and carried it through and held it all the way has certainly put me, you know, has certainly improved my my lifestyle outcomes, right, or my predicted you know, lifespan. That's the word I was looking for, and that's important to me. I think it should be important to everybody. So really, just want to turn around to people and say, I know that making a lifestyle change can appear daunting. I know that very often we kind of latch into, we kind of overcome our own cognitive dissonance. I'm going to do a whole talk on cognitive dissonance, maybe tomorrow's video. But to overcome our cognitive dissonance about why we don't make changes, we kind of look to those incidents on the TV or in the media which possibly support our personal point of view that we try to hang on to, which is that what's the point of making lifestyle changes because it doesn't really have a benefit, which is bollocks, by the way. So really, when I come around and talk to people, my job, my role when I present to groups is to provide proof, simple, easy to understand, but categoric proof that negative lifestyle choices have negative outcomes. Positive lifestyle choices have very, very positive outcomes, and it doesn't take long to feel the benefits of those positive outcomes. They happen quite quickly, but they're also sustainable. So offer proof, that's what I do. I offer proof that you need to make a change. Most people need to make a change, and then I give you some help on how to make those changes and how to make them sustainable in the long term. That's my little waffle for this morning. Everybody have a really, really brilliant day. And I say we'll talk, and I'll put another video up tomorrow, possibly around cognitive dissonance. It's a good subject, cognitive dissonance. For anybody that wants more information on the presentations that I do, or how to book me to come and talk to your business, to your team or to your group, please look on the whatever social media you're watching this video on, and you will see links to my email address, my phone number, or of course you can DM me. Have a brilliant day, everybody.